How are you? I brought my sister along with me today because she spends a lot of time with Olivia, and I thought it would be very beneficial for her to hear some of this information today.
Yes, how are you?
It's great that you brought your sister along. It's important to get the whole family involved to help with Olivia. My name's Mary, and I'll be the speech language pathologist working with Olivia. And from observing her, she's such a sweet little girl. Since you guys signed all the forms, I was able to access her IEPs, her medical records, and take that all into account. And I noticed from observing her that she demonstrates difficulty with her pragmatic language skills. I also almost forgot. Printed this stuff out for you guys. Just goes over some of what I'm going to tell you. Just to bring it home. If you have any questions, let me know.
Thank you.
Thank you so
That's
much.
great.
This looks great. So from reviewing the evaluation done at her school, she was diagnosed with borderline autism spectrum disorder, which is why we were referred to your agency. My concerns are really that to further understand the difficulties that arise from pragmatic language disorder. What exactly do you mean by that? I think we're just very confused about what's going on with Olivia.
I would love to clarify that information for you guys. So, pragmatic language skills are the rules governing the use of language in context. What that means is the ability to use language as a tool, and it's just as important as the language itself. Basically, pragmatic language consists of social cues and the way that they play into communication.
So will Olivia be able to follow directions and understand the use of gestures during conversation?
We're here to all support Olivia and her opportunities for interaction and help her overcome barriers that could lead to social isolation. We will definitely work on Olivia's ability to follow directions because it's so important both socially and academically in the home setting. It's going to take some time, but our hope for Olivia is that she'll be able to develop understanding first, and then later on, she'll be able to use the actual skills herself.
Okay, perfect. Well, I do babysit Olivia, and I really feel that plays a critical role in her development, and we want to give her the best possible opportunity to interact successfully with her peers and the family members.
That's great. I love that you guys have those goals for her. That's really good. And I've observed Olivia, and also from what her teachers have told me, from what they've observed in the classroom, I've concluded that she exhibits different characteristics of pragmatic language disorder, such as her difficulty to maintain eye contact during class time, her ability to change topics appropriately, during social settings in the classroom also, and her difficulty with turn-taking skills. These skills are definitely important for her to learn and will be the basis of my therapy.
I've noticed that she also exhibits those characteristics during playtime with her siblings and cousins. Is there any way we can try to help her feel more included and involved during those situations?
Well, everyone struggles with social situation from time to time, but for Olivia, it's especially difficult, and it's a daily challenge. So some characteristics that Olivia has during conversational speech are that she may say inappropriate or unrelated things.
Right, so when Olivia is playing with her cousins, she tends to separate herself and chooses to be alone. Even though her cousins try to include her, she refuses and just steps away from the situation.
Well, that difficulty usually results from her inability to use the basic rules of conversation.
Okay.
For example, starting a conversation, listening, phrasing a question, staying on topic, and knowing when the conversation is over. I will be working with Olivia to become more socially engaged. Initially, she may be a little bit anxious about this, but my hope is she'll decrease her anxiety over time.
Perfect. And what would you call those characteristics that Olivia is showing?
Those are definitely areas that we need to target during therapy, and I'm already planning on targeting those. And it's important that we teach her verbal and nonverbal communication because her ability to tie both of these together, verbal and nonverbal, is how she'll react in a social setting. It gives her more of the skills she needs to be successful.
Okay, and I really feel it's important to emphasize turn-taking and eye contact since that's really the areas that she is lacking in. I tried talking to her, but she doesn't budge. I want her to be able to interact with her peers at school and also her cousins at home.
Me too. I've attended IEP meetings, and I'm concerned with how you will be able to apply her academic goals into speech therapy.
This may have an effect on Olivia's academic and social skills. Olivia's teacher has informed me that she has difficulty making inferences and understanding the social subtleties of language. This can lead to Olivia lagging behind in reading and writing skills. And as for her social skills, this can make it difficult for her to make and also keep friends. Targeting pragmatic skills in therapy will provide Olivia with the skills to become more involved in academic settings, and you'll start to realize she'll be a little bit more eager to be involved, to ask questions.
Right.
So Olivia's more of a visual learner. So are there any therapies that would work best for her?
Well, with children with pragmatic language disorder related to autism, we usually use in vivo modeling, video modeling, cognitive behavioral therapy. Multimodal communication systems are also possibilities, but for Olivia, since you mentioned she is a very visual learner, I'm going to focus on video modeling.
What exactly is video modeling?
That's a great question. It can be a little bit tricky to understand. Video modeling, it's a therapy that's used to help children acquire social language. Olivia will watch videos of target behaviors that we want to encourage her to use. And after watching the video, I'll ask her some questions about what she saw.
Okay. And how is she going to learn from this? Wouldn't it be better to use real life situations versus video?
That's a great question. It's a great therapy to use because it consists of observing appropriate behaviors in video recordings and then applying them to real life situations. So it helps to teach social appropriateness to children on the autism spectrum. Eventually we'll move more towards role playing, where Olivia will show me what she has seen and what she has learned from what she has watched and how she can use it in different situations. Our hope is that from watching these videos, Olivia will start to recognize certain social cues and they'll trigger her to react in the appropriate way.
Right. And how effective will in vivo modeling be? Because don't the stats say that leaving a child in front of a TV for so long is not as effective?
Well, it will definitely decrease anxiety Olivia has in social settings. It's a more relaxed environment for her to learn in her own way. And she's separating herself from social situations because she's getting a little bit anxious about it.
Okay.
She's unsure of how she should react since she does not have the tools to react appropriately. And that's why she's removing herself. So I plan to use video modeling, and then I'll start to slowly move away from that, and we'll start to focus on real life situations. But I feel video modeling is a great starting point.
Perfect.
It does alleviate
Okay.
a little bit of that anxiety.
Thank you.
I would like for Olivia to eventually be able to advocate for herself and speak about what she wants and needs. It's important for me that Olivia has a voice and that she's not labeled by her diagnosis. Are there any ways you can integrate this into therapy?
I think it's great that you want Olivia to be able to advocate for herself, and I will definitely be working on her self-awareness skills in therapy. It's extremely important for her to have her own voice in terms of what she wants and what she needs. She needs to be able to speak up for herself. It can definitely be worked into my therapy, and I'm here to help inform, and I'm going to offer support both professionally and also I plan to take account her emotional needs. I'll be keeping you guys up to date on the progress, any carryover assignments to help her generalize outside of therapy, so we can have both the home and therapy working together to help Olivia.
I want to thank you so much. I think we both appreciate all of the information that you've given us today. Thank you for answering all of our
Yes.
questions regarding Olivia and what's in store for her in the future.
Perfect. And thank you. It was great meeting you. And it seems that you're going to be able to guide Olivia towards more successful language development.
It was great meeting you guys. I look forward to working with her.
Thank you.